Are you here? Are you ready for it? Now, before I get started on the top 5 adults, top choices that I'm picking, bit of a criteria here. It's gonna be broken down. It's gonna be broken down into the service, room, beach, pool, food. 5 things, 5 things. And you don't have to tick every single box to make it to number 1, but you have to have a lot of ticks in the box. If not, you're not even getting to number 5. Okay, this is my top adults resort 2024. Places that I've stayed at, slept in, eaten their food, slept in their bed, had a shower, everything. So this is what I deem my top resort. Now listen, I don't recommend, I'm not telling you to come, I'm not telling you to stay home, I'm not telling you to go to this resort. This is just, I'm deeming it what I enjoyed, and I'm gonna give you the reasons why. I don't know how you travel, but you do know how I travel, because I show you all the videos. So, like I say, this is based on what I enjoyed. Starting off, now if there was a number 6, this is a tough one. I stayed at some great resorts this year. So number 5 was really so close. And number 6, if there was, it's gonna go to Cayo Paradon, the VIP. And I wanted it to be in the video because it was a good experience. Great room, good food, good beach, but I just didn't make it. Because my number 5 is gonna go to White Sands. Starting off, the check-in area was just simple. It was just sleek. I like it when it's simplified, and it just made it easy for me. Going straight right to the room. My room was beautiful. It's huge. It's a suite. I had 2 great views. The beach view, and I had a pool view. So that started it off. Like, I had a butler service, Freddie, so he made sure that my mini fridge was always stocked up. And my room is very clean. It's very tidy. It was comfortable. And it was a nice place just to hang out in. I had good air conditioning in there. I had a good, comfortable bed, good sheets, and it just was a nice sleep there. And then my main bedroom, bath area, it was stunning. It was nice. So like when you wake up every day and you're in that, like it's hard like not to be like happy. Let's talk about the food. Okay, the food. The buffet I thought was small, right? Now, that resort that I was at was 3 months old when I got there. So, the resort was just fresh with staff, and some of the staff didn't really know what was going on. The head chefs did a really good job, but I think some of the greenhorns that were trying to help out with the chef, I think they just didn't know their purpose yet. And I thought the food quality was pretty good in the buffet. I think some of the days it lacked some things, so I thought the buffet was small. It's my personal opinion. I didn't go to the a la cartes. I didn't have time to go to the a la cartes because I was trying to create the video, because I just want to focus on buffets when I was there because it was so new. Another bright spot. Okay, so that's kind of the food. The lobby bar and the beach bar. They're a great time. Those kids that ran both of those, they did a great job. Really good service, morning, noon, and night. Not one complaint from the lobby bar or from the beach bar. Totally awesome. Now let's just quickly talk about the resort itself. The resort I thought was clean. It looked clean. It was always manicured. They were always doing stuff. Tennis courts were awesome. It did have a gym, so like it ticked the box for me as well. It was really well laid out, the resort. It was really well lit up at nighttime, that resort, which is nice. The pool area in the center, it was nice. I don't spend a lot of time in the pool because the beach is right there. They did have animation, but for me, I'm always going straight up to the beach and hanging there. And that beach, when I was there, was stunning. It wasn't windy when I was there, so the beach was just phenomenal. And to have a beach like that and to have the rest of the experience, that's why it got to number 5. Number 4. Number 4 is going to Memories Hibacoa. I had a really great experience at the Memories Hibacoa. It's an older resort. I was with my wife, And when I travel with my wife Jen, it's never about me because I'm down here all the time. The experience is always about my wife, and I want to make sure she has a great experience because she deserves it. I'm here all the time. And she loved that resort, and so did I. And I really loved it because she loved it. From the time you check in at that resort, that staff at the resort had been there a long time. That staff was a well-seasoned engine. Everyone there had a purpose, and everybody knew their purpose. So you knew the tone was set like, wow, it was professional, and I like that. Okay, the room. We were whisked off to our room. We had an ocean view suite, and it was old and it was dated, but the place is so charming. Like, I call it patina. It was awesome. It was kind of like you're kind of going back in time, and it was like an old villa. That's what it felt like, but my wife fell in love with it. So when she fell in love with it, that's just how it's gonna be. And for me, it just makes it easier when Jenny's so happy. Our bed, super comfortable. Great view. We had 2 patio doors, great ocean view out of both. Good furniture in there, good sheets, comfortable bed like I said, good pillows. Bathroom is dated, but we had good water pressure obviously, and we had good hot water because to get in the top you have to have consistent water and water pressure. Sorry, I should have said that. And so the room was comfortable, and it was charming as heck. Lobby, bar, food. Okay. Every morning I'd go up to the lobby bar. Bellini's was under renovation at the bottom, so I had to go up top. Ladies just gave me cappuccinos, whatever I needed. Like I said, the service was like on point. Food at the Hibacoa, I think the food was excellent, for my personal opinion. The buffet, and I want to just say hats off to the chef and all the pastry chefs. I mentioned them in the video. Like, it was awesome. It was fun, and I like going to a resort and it's fun. I'm not a big pastry guy all the time in the morning, but when you're with your spouse and you're having a holiday, because that was a holiday for us, we enjoyed it. Also, the Italian, which we were Diamond Club, so we got to enjoy the Diamond Club breakfast, which was fantastic. I didn't like the juice there because it wasn't real juice, it was like more of a tang. But the food quality was consistent at the Italian, morning, noon, and night. It was great. And then we went up to the Gourmet one night, and it was really hard for me to film, but it was dark. But the food there was great too. And the food was also great at the luncheon right on the beach, and they dialed it in. Like, they got you the food right away, they cleaned it up right away, and it was closed down right away. It's exactly what I wanted it to be. Now, the pool wasn't my kind of pool. It was small, it wasn't the cleanest, so Jenny and I spent no time there. I'm a beach person. Now, the beach wasn't my kind of beach. I like bigger, sprawling beaches to walk on. I found it was a little crowded, but we hung out under the mangroves. But the reason why we liked the beach is because you could get your snorkeling gear on and you can go straight out, and you can go and snorkel and do other activities, which we can't do when I'm at some of these places. I can still go snorkeling, but I'm not going to see anything. But at the Hibacoa, they have a diver and they have snorkeling. They also have a tennis, and you can climb the mountain. So the resort offered different experience that I'm not used to, and so for Jenny and I, we really enjoyed it. And it's also a great jumping point to go off to Havana. So we got to experience all of that, and then like I said, the staff were just that next level. So that's how that resort got to number 4. Now number 2 and number 3 are so tough because both of these resorts were like solid. But in number 3, it's gonna go Playa Pesquero premium level. Okay? Starting off with service. I got there so late I had to actually sign into Playa Pesquero, the regular, but then the butler whisked me right off to premium. Now, in the regular daytime, you have your own check-in, which is cool, and they run that resort like a tight ship. I have to say that, I really do. Now, my butler service for when I entered my room, I had a real butler, and I could call and get whatever I wanted. They already had got me some food for when I entered because I got there so late, which makes my life easy because I had a cheese tray and some prosciutto and stuff, and that's what my dinner. Because it was a long day and I think I got there super late, like I think it was 1 o'clock in the morning or later. And my room was built like a bunker. I love that room. The best asset of that room was the bed and the outdoor shower. Like, if Jenny was with me, it would just take that to the next level. I loved it. Good sheets, good pillows, comfortable room, didn't hear a thing. I enjoyed it immensely. The mini fridge totally stocked up. That was awesome. Food at the Playa Pesquero Premium. Well, I'm staying at the Playa Pesquero Premium, but I get to enjoy the entire resort. So like there's like over like 7 restaurants, I believe. And so you could have a really good time there. It's a big resort, which was one of the downfalls, but they had a cart service, which kind of equaled it out. So I could just go wherever I wanted. I could just call, or I could just call room service and have whatever I wanted from the menu, our a la carte private restaurant, and they would bring it to me. Our a la carte restaurant was awesome. Great quality of food, great service. Our lobby bar, private one, great service. Playa Pesquero, their lobby bar, great coffee, good service. So all in all, like it was easy on the resort to like, wow, this is a good experience. My pool, private pool was awesome. And then I have a private little restaurant there too for the premium level. So I had great club sandwich and a burger, cold beers, like they had it all. And I got to have that pool to myself like at later in the afternoon, 4, 5 o'clock, there was no one there. I had it to myself every single day, which was great. The downfall, my favorite thing is the beach. It was a far walk, so I had to get a cart to go to it. And that's kind of why I got into third. But when you got to the beach, it was awesome. And it's a walking paradise beach. You can walk right down to the next resort to the right. So it was nice. But that's how it got to number 3. Number 2, the Royalton, Cayo Santa Maria. Wow. Let's start off by checking in. Lobby area is the size of a postage stamp, so check-in was easy, like 2 seconds. Then I was whisked off to my room. I did have a butler service, but I think it's more of not a true butler service. I think it's just a service of, hey, what can I help you with? And I'll try to get you into some a la cartes. My room, I had an ocean view, beautiful 2nd story, nice room, comfortable, hot water, everything I needed. Mini fridge, bottles of water, good sheets, good air conditioning, ceiling fan, comfortable. A good place to hang out and work. So my room was great. Lots of water and hot water. Now let's talk about lobby bar. The lobby bar there was awesome. I really liked that lobby bar. It was special. Air conditioned, small, quaint, charming. I loved it. Good service in there. Really good service. Let's talk about food. 2 a la cartes. Both were solid. Their snack bar was great, but I really enjoyed the beach snack bar. That was my favorite in the beach bar. Like, that was awesome. The pools were nice, but I'm not a pool guy, but they were clean. But then what took it to the next level, it's the beach. It's the sand. It's like when it lights up and it's calm, when it's not windy and that beach lights up, wow, the vibrancy of the water, the color, the clarity, it's mind-blowing. It's over the top. Estrella Beach, one of my favorite beaches in all of Cuba. And in this video, you'll see why. Anyway, that's kind of why it's where it is in number 2. And I thought the service at the whole facility was solid. Anybody get a guess on number 1? Anybody out there? Anyone? Number 1 is going to Blau. Going to Blau in Veradero. Jenny and I fell back in love with Veradero. I hadn't been there for so long, and then I started hitting Veradero because of the blackout. And it's just like, wow. Jenny and I showed up there to that resort, and I had no idea what I was getting into the resort. I didn't read one review, didn't know anything. When you got to the resort and you came into the lobby area, service was excellent, totally top notch. Then you go into that atrium and it kind of like sets the tone for your mind-blowing experience, and how beautiful it was, and how like it was just like nice. It was awesome. We're not used to an experience like that because we don't stay at hotels in Veradero or in Cuba. We go to resorts. So for us, we were taken back because it kind of caught us off guard. So then we were taken up to our room, 14th floor. We got the suite in the elevator, and you go up the elevator and you experience that. That's when it kind of takes it over the top, like, especially when Jenny was with me, so it kind of blew her away, and it blew me away because it blew her away. Anyway, we went into our room with our butler, and we were totally charmed with our room, the layout, the style, the size of it, 2 bathrooms, good bed, good sheets, air conditioned, beautiful 2 views of the ocean, awesome mini fridge stocked, good hot water, good water pressure, all boxes ticked in our room. So that was awesome. Let me talk about a negative. Yeah, even in the top 1 category, there can be a negative. And the negative was, I just didn't feel satisfied with the buffet for breakfast. I just thought, it just, like, for that resort to have that many guests, I would want to take that buffet to the next level and just like make better proteins and better vegetables. Selection would be nice for breakfast. I get there's a lot of Europeans, but I think that's what they need to do. Like, if you want to attract more people, you got to hit on all cylinders. That was my only fault with this resort. I had one more fault actually. It was with the lower service at the main lobby bar in the basement or on the ground floor. I just thought the service was off, but maybe it was the week that we were there. It was off, so we didn't spend any time at it. Jenny and I are smart. If it doesn't work for us, if the service we don't feel we're getting, we leave, we go somewhere else. We find the best places in the resort. We don't hang out at the worst places. Another amazing thing that we enjoyed was the coffee corner. It was awesome. It was fantastic. That service there was top notch, and we really enjoyed it every single day. The luncheon on the beach. There's the guy that runs, I think it's called the burger stand. Jenny and I ate there every single day. They had meatballs, they had fish, they had burgers, and they have something else I can't remember. And they did plantain chips, I believe, banana chips. So we loved that. Then we would go into the buffet, the luncheon buffet that was right beside it, across from the pool. And that place was well done. They are so professional in there for lunch. They got you in, they got you out, they got you fed with good quality food in there. So that's why it took it to the next level there, because it was consistent every single day. And so was the service there. So that was awesome. Also, the grounds and the pool were clean and consistently looked good. We're not pool people, but the pool looked great and it was a good size. The reason why we like the Blau is because you can go from our room to the beach. Everything's kind of centrally located. You don't have to walk far, and it made it nice for us as we get older. They also had a smoothie bar out there, which was nice on your way to the beach. And I think it turned into a rum shack later. And then you can stroll through the gardens and you go by this 24-hour snack bar, which was way out there. And for Diamond Club, it's your breakfast out there, and it's where you can do a luncheon as well. And it looked really good when I kind of looked at it. We never made it out there for breakfast once, but because Jenny was on holidays, we didn't want to. And then you go to the beach. Now, the beach is nice. They had a beach bar, and the service there at the beach bar was great, and the beach was awesome. We would walk it every day from Blau to Royalton, and if you've ever been there, so you got Blau, Starfish, Royalton. That's a great beach. Gorgeous coloring, especially when it's a calm day. Just nice and flat, easy to get in, and it was easy for us to just enjoy it and have a good time. They also had a sauna there, which actually took it to the next level, because Jenny and I, like, that was cool. Like, you had to book it. And then dinner was at the a la carte restaurant, and if you're Diamond Club, you can go as many times, I believe, as you could, depending on availability. They had a 4-piece quartet there, and the dinner options there were really good and solid. that just kind of took it to the next level for Jenny and I, and we really enjoyed it. We were there for Halloween too, so that was fun. Why I really enjoyed it too, it was value for money. I had a really good experience, and it didn't have to cost a lot of money to have the experience. And that's important to me, especially when I'm traveling all the time. I can stay at some of these awesome resorts, but they add up. So once in a while, it's nice to find a resort that didn't have to add up. Like, I would even have been happy with just a regular ocean view, not the suite or a garden. And I would have been cool with it too, because I think the resort was just that solid. Now, we did Diamond Club, and I would do Diamond Club there just because of the availability and to have that restaurant all the time. It's my personal opinion. Anyway, that is it. That is my top 5 adults 2024 that I stayed at, experienced, had a good time, and I shared with you. Like I always say, I'm not recommending, I'm not telling you to come to Cuba, I'm not telling you to stay home. I'm only showing you what I got for the time that I was here. That's it, folks. If you like this channel, do me a favor, like and subscribe. I've got a lot of things coming up in 2025, and I might even be going to a members only plan for people that really need more detailed information. That'll be coming in the near future. Anyway, like and subscribe, and guess what? See you in the next video.